Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, the sexy and the not so sexy, big children and little. I am novelist, author, poet Lamont Anthony Wright, aka Graffiti Blue. I gotta turn this shit down, bro. I don't even want to do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. I need a new program. I need a new program to go live off of. I need a new program to go live off of because I'm not necessarily satisfied with how Zoom is doing. So I'm currently on my iPad Pro, and I was looking at like OBS and looking at Ecamm, but that looks like it's only available for my home Mac at the crib. But I'm not going to take too much of your time. This is an open letter to Loaded Lux. This is an open letter to Loaded Lux. He might never see this, but I still got to talk to him anyway. Loaded Lux, as a fellow lyricist, as a fellow poet, as a fellow man who loves words and loves wordplay, the definition of a poet is simply a lover of language. And that's why I rock with you heavy. Your ability to manipulate language is definitely something that I rock with heavy, my guy. I became a fan of Loaded Lux, actually not through a battle, but I became a fan of Loaded Lux after he called out Hollow at some type of ballroom right before him and Hollow battled, and he put on some type of freaking rap slash spoken word performance, just calling out Hollow the Don, who is also on my Mount Rushmore. Okay, on my Mount Rushmore of rappers, I have Loaded Lux, T-Rex, Rex, Murder Mook, and Hollow the Don. Those are my four. You probably have a different four. If I could put five on there, I'd put Sue Surf on there. Free to Wave. But Loaded Lux, my guy, an open letter to you is just like, could you just, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You're not battling. You're not outside. I mean, you're outside, but you're not outside. I see you in ciphers. I like what I hear, but you are not battling. Why? Okay, you waiting for the big bag. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Battle once every 2 years? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Your last battle was with Geechee Gotti, and I actually thought your first and second verse in the Geechee Gotti battle was crazy. But I think you are having problems translating because you don't battle enough. There are not many people, if any, that can just rap for rap, out rap you. But what they're doing is they're getting you out of your comfort zone. They're pulling you out of New York. They're talking crazy to you. And just off of the shock value, they're winning. They're really not winning because their lyrics were better written than you, but they're beating you in other nuances, my guy. And I believe the reason why they're able to do that is because you just don't battle enough. Your boy Murder Mook is out freaking side. And even battles, he be winning battles. People say he didn't necessarily win, and he has beat some real tough competition because I believe he's just outside more than you are. You know what I mean? Some people say that Big K beat Murder Mook in that Blue Room battle. I can see the argument, but for lyricists like me, could be just my preference. But Murder Mook was wrapping circles around Big K. There's no, even though Big K can rap, but my lyrical miracle, the way I listen to lyrics is just like after Big K is doing the same setup punch, setup punch, setup punch, 4 bar, setup punch, 4 bar, setup punch, 4 bar, setup punch. I'm just like, surely you have another trick up your freaking sleeve. And Murder Mook is just wrapping circles around the guy. Some people in the consensus is just like, Big K won because he's talking crazy to Murder Mook. I'm just like, okay, you guys, do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? But my problem with being a fan of yours, Mr. Loaded Lux, is that if you want to battle once every 2 years, that's actually your prerogative. And fans are going to rock with you or they're not going to rock with you. But all I'm saying in this open letter to you is that you make it hard for me to be your freaking fan. Before, when you was taking breaks off, I had it. You would at least drop an album. You know what I mean? I was rocking with you heavy in my playlist, man. Them last couple albums you had were tough. So okay, I'm like, you're not battling, but you're dropping albums. But when you drop albums, you battle, because I understand the thinking behind that, because you need to be outside to sell this album. So you're battling and you have a big battle and you drop this album right either before or right after the battle. Very smart. That's fucking dope. But how am I supposed to be a freaking fan, dude? I haven't seen you since you lost to freaking Geechee. Some people are saying that the Verb battle was the last time I was like, damn, I got, as a fan, you gave me what I came to see. Some people are just like, Verb got him on that one. Ain't no way Verb beat Lux. And that battle, I don't know what battle y'all was watching, but because Verb stood in front of you and did well, people can make that argument. So, because you are God tier Loaded Lux, if cats just stand, you got it. So you battle so infrequently that you have put yourself in a box now, to whereas, and if cats just stand in front of you and do well, people, especially if they're fans of the other guy, will say you took an L. Because making people wait 18 months for a Loaded Lux verse actually pisses them off. And we're not used to the complexity of your verse because we don't really hear it that much. So we can't even appreciate it. So then these other cats who are battling once every 6 weeks, since they have the finger on the pulse of the people, they're able to relate to the people more. I know you see everything that's going on. I know that's what you say. That's what you say. That's what you say. But when you rap, cats have so much resentment for your ass because they haven't seen you. What was my man Jalen Rose, when Jalen Rose was had that TV show on ESPN? He was always saying, got to give the people what they want. This is a Symbian thing, man. I know you the God. You can straight rap, my guy. That Funk Master Flex freaking freestyle. When you did that, I was just like, how in the hell is JC gonna beat this man if he's rapping like this? You follow what I'm saying? But you're not outside enough. You're not outside enough. Hell, I'm freaking outside. I'm the novelist, author, poet, Lamont Anthony Wright, aka Graffiti Blue. By the way, you said you see everything. Maybe you'll see this. Maybe. I don't think you're gonna listen to me though. I don't think I don't think, well, we're almost at the end of 2023. And I don't know if you're going to be on any card, man. It would be nice to see you. I know Mook is battling Twerk. That's going to be good. Twerk has been so disrespectful to Murder Mook, man. In all them interviews, I think this is a grudge match. And Mook beat some heavy cats, boy. Mook, Mook beat you on the rematch, Mr. Lux. Mook beat Big K to me. You know what I mean? Um, Mook beat some heavies. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Mook beat Geechee too. Okay. I think that's unanimous right there. Mook beat some other people. You know what I mean? Mook is outside. That was the biggest complaint of Mook too, that he wasn't outside enough. And then his first couple of battles, he Mook always could rap, just like you. You could always rap, but to get your finger on the pulse of what's going on, you got to be in the dojo, man. You know what I'm saying? You just have to. Natural ability, God-given ability will only get you so far. You have to have your fingers on the pulse, man. I say this because I live this. Okay. I'm right now in Atlanta getting ready to do a show of about 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got to be in the streets performing. It's kind of a half spoken word thing I'm doing, and a half hip hop show. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta be out. I gotta be outside. I got an album to promote and all that, but I have to be outside. It's not until I look those fans, audience members in the eye, and I see how they respond to what I'm saying, and I feel the room. That's what makes me better. I can sit down here in this hotel room and I can write a crack verse, but I don't know how people will respond to that verse until I'm outside. Got to be outside, loaded. You got to come outside, my guy. You should have battled Rum. Hitman doesn't want to battle, or Hitman is just like battle Rum first. You should have went right to the blue room. That shit would have been a classic. You and Rum in the blue room. How could that not be a classic? Rum was coming to take your fucking head off, and you had to defend your freaking God tier status. I would have loved to see that. And then after, you and Rum made a classic. That would have made the Hitman Holla battle so freaking crazy. It was all set up. You said, fuck Rum. Let me skip over. Let me battle Hitman first and then battle Rum. The fans would have still watched both of them. Cats be fronting like, oh, yeah, right. They would hit the pay-per-view too. But now we get no battle. You was talking about Rum, you was talking about Hitman, and now we don't have it either. Come outside, dude. I see you in blogs talking to Murder Mook. How is Murder Mook scheduling all these battles and you ain't? It's hard to be your fan, Loaded. That being said, if I saw Rum Nitty versus Loaded Lux Blue Room pay-per-view right here, I'm buying it immediately. But stop playing with me. Stop playing with us. God tier. That's all I had to say.